Okay, dear Martin, once again, thank you very much for your great learning experience which you provided me, and I'm taking back to Pakistan today. And some of the very interesting thing was I saw Martin practicing entrepreneurship in his daily life. Actually, he started a company and he took it to a very good level, international level, and sold it. And then he became a teacher. He joined the school and did his PhD. So how was your PhD different, Martin?
I mean, I had already worked for 10 years when I did my PhD, so I had a lot of perspectives going into the process. I had been through the education that I was doing my research on as a PhD student, so I already had a question. My question was not if entrepreneurship education works, because I knew it was working, because it changed my life. It was extremely impactful for me. So my question was, how is it working? And why is it working? And so when I started doing my studies, I had this clear understanding of what was working, and I also knew that it was a very emotional process to go through such an education. So I was using emotions as my lens already from the start, and it's still the way I work. I let emotions guide me. Wherever there are emotions, there is learning. Wherever I can understand how people feel, I can understand how they think. So, I mean, maybe my secret lens, it's not that secret, I write about it, but I don't talk a lot about it. But my PhD journey was maybe different because I was focusing on emotions. Very, very few PhD students have had their focus on emotions. And I was even discouraged to focus on emotions by some of the literature that said, you know, if you want to fail your academic career, focus on emotions. That has not been my case yet, but we'll see in the future.
Thank you. You were using the word magic frequently when we were at the island. So when you look at the nature and the water, so how do you use that? What is your feelings? How do you think it's magic? Yes.
I mean, life is a magic thing, and we cannot quantify magic in numbers. So I've always been skeptical to the typical classic quantification measures that are going on in the world. We have the PISA assessment study, we have grades, we have all, I mean, we have rankings, we have so many things we try to quantify
KPIs
things in life.
Also come into that?
KPIs, everything. But if we start with the assumption that life is magic, we need to try to understand life in a more qualitative way. We need to understand how people experience life, work, education, and then we need to approach what we do in a different way. We need to try to get a deep understanding of what is going on, because magic doesn't bend to quantification. So I think that is how I've approached a lot of things. I wanted, I mean, you asked me about how do I write.
Yes.
And that is how I approach. I mean, I write about magic. I cannot just sit and write about magic things without being embedded in that magic.
Okay.
I need to be part of magic to be able to put words on how this is magic. So I mean, I'm very inspired by ethnography.
Okay.
I'm very inspired by anthropology. When I sit on the island where I have this summer house, I'm embedded in a community of islanders.
Okay.
You cannot buy stuff on this island. You cannot give people money to say, you know, I want this and that and this and that. That's not how it works on an island.
Okay.
You have to be a helpful islander. And if you are helpful, then you will become appreciated, and you will get stuff that are good for you as well. I think that money and quantification has it has played a trick on us as humans.
Okay, a trick.
Yeah, it has made us believe that everything is quantifiable, everything can be measured in money, whereas to lead a successful life, you have to contribute to the magic. And that can only be done as a human person, an emotional, everyone is emotional, it's just whether you accept it or not, as an emotional, empathic human being, where you are empathic towards others. That's how you become a contributing part of this magic, not by collecting as much money as you can. So, I mean, I'm not saying that money doesn't matter, it does, but there are other things that matter even more, I think.
So, transactional is only a small part. We have to be more. And surprisingly, one of the great poets of Pakistan, India, Iqbal said, "Diyar-e Maghrib ke rehne walo, Khuda ki basti dukaan nahi hai." For people of the West, this world is not transactional. So he wrote in like 1920s and 30s.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. One more question is coming.